Hello and welcome to the Indie Bandits Twitch and YouTube. Happy Sunday to everyone. I'm Joe and I'm joined by Archie. How are you, Archie?
I'm alright. How are you?
And I'm good. Maybe not as good as you. I think you've
been on the sauce a bit early today, hasn't he?
Excellent. And that
Yeah,
other
I started
voice,
drinking a bit earlier in the day, so I'm a bit more
It is a
cheery by the
Sunday,
evening.
so
classic Sunday drinks. And that other voice is Jimmy. How are you, Jimmy?
I'm alright. I'm obviously not at Archie's level though.
No, on a scale of me to Archie, how are we? How are we doing?
I'm probably closer to you today.
Good.
I haven't had the 6.5, 7 pints Archie's had.
Well, I'm going to play a bit of. I guess I'm going to play a bit of catch up and City Skylines. So I'll get my beer open. Oh, that's good ASMR stuff right there, isn't it?
You should tag this as an ASMR video. Get
It might be. I've just had a catastrophic beer failure and splashed beer all over myself. But fuck it, we'll crack on. We'll crack on and we'll just play City Skyline with a beer soaked hand. Let's just jump in.
A beer soaked hand.
I know it's only me left hand, so you can just kind of play on.
Sounds
We'll
like
start
a
new
band
game.
name, doesn't it?
Beer soaked hand.
Beer soaked hand.
Hello, Kelbonk in the chat. By the way, I'm just frantically drying one hand. Fortunately, thank God I'm not on cam because what my hand is doing under my desk does not look right. So,
And you're also naked.
and I'm also naked, so that's another issue. And no one ever watched the Indie Bandit stream ever again. Just leave that thought in your mind. This is City Skylines. It's a few years old now, this game, and it's essentially an indie version of a good version of SimCity. So we call this series Indie Impressions, but I've already had my impressions. I'll tell you it's a good game. Archie, I believe you're also a fan of this.
I do like this. I have not played it in a long time, but it's quite a therapeutic game to sit down and indulge in. Yeah, gets my vote.
And what about you, Jim? Have you played this game at all?
I haven't played it. No, this will be first impressions for me.
Well, excellent. We'll listen to your first impressions the most. So I guess dealer's choice for you, Jim. Which of these place names up to Two Rivers do you fancy picking? We'll just go wild.
Feel like Diamond Coast sounds pretty baller, doesn't it? Let's go there.
Let's see. All right, we'll fire this up. Here we go. It's got a cute little Twitter-esque bird for the loading screen. Don't know why that is. Don't know if that's something Finnish that the devs want us to know about, but there you go. Oh, right. This beer is lively, by the way. Not as lively as Archie currently is, but it'll do.
This is one exciting loading screen we've got going here.
I know. My computer's not bad either, you know. It is.
That bird is hustling though. Look at him.
Look at him go.
I know.
Right, let's crack on. So we're going to start by building some roads and zoning the areas, very a la SimCity. Have you played SimCity, Jim?
I have.
Back in the day, at least.
Oh,
or
yeah.
do you mean the newer one, the one that was called SimCity and was not very good?
No, older version. I simulated many a city back in the day.
Okay, well, if you played the newer SimCity, it was not good because it gave you a very tiny map to mess around with, and it was all about like min-maxing this small area of space. Which, given it's SimCity, you don't really want to build like tiny metropolis. This game doesn't have that problem. It gives you a lot of space and you can expand outwards. So let's crack on with the road. Archie, where do you want this road to go? We're gonna do this together.
Bottom left corner.
Right, we're just gonna build a fucking random over to the beach. Let's do it. Perfect. Right, this is it's going well. So
It's already hurting my head that like. No, we needed symmetry, and Archie's ruined it already.
It's too late. This is not gonna, for the obsessive people out there. This city ain't gonna be nice. It's currently called Las Rico, if you're wondering. Hello to Longplay in the chat. You've joined us just in time for us to really bother people with obsessive tendencies as we ruin this beautiful potential city.
Can we call it Trigger Town?
I have to finish the like tutorial section before you can actually like rename your city to what you want. But basically, I've built a road. I've ruined everyone's day with it. Thanks, Archie.
Oh.
People are going to have nightmares about just how
Yeah, you've got crossing
that
intersections now.
That's horrible.
Okay, but
I think this is done.
well, we're done. Well, this is it. This is the capital.
Thanks for joining us on today's stream. It's been a lot of fun. City's built.
There's no way right after a while, this game essentially becomes like a traffic simulator.
Yeah, just traffic management. But the guys who made this made Cities in Motion first, which was a traffic simulator. Let's hoist some houses down.
Ah.
Classic. What? Longplay says in the chat that he legit hates this game. Or
Why
does
do
he
you
just
hate
hate
this
this game
game?
because of our city? This is the kind of crack on that we chose because we could just chill and you don't have to pay that much attention to it. So you might get away with that. There's our houses. Don't know what's going on. Oh, game's paused. That's why. Look at it go.
Well, look at the traffic. People are like, I wonder what's going on over there.
No, well, they're clearly not thinking that. They can see that dodgily angled road from the motorway or highway,
I don't
and
fancy
they're
it.
like, nah, not
Don't
fancying
fancy
it. This is not
for
like
me.
the Vegas Strip. It's not drawing anyone in.
That looks like it's been designed by Archie, that one. That's what they're thinking as they go past.
Would they call it
It's not too
architecture?
bad.
Sorry,
It's not too
sorry,
bad.
I'll go now.
That's the road design of an Archibald right there.
Yes, I guess because I've played this before, it's not doing the tutorial, so I guess we'll hoist some power down. It's always a crack one.
Oh.
Jimmy, do you want the power next to the people who've just built their new houses or up the way, or do we build another road? Where do we put it?
I want it out of the way and nowhere near the coast because that would be minging, so put it down like the bottom
In this-
rightish area.
In this woods.
No.
Well, we're
Over
gonna
there
need-
somewhere,
we're
like
gonna
just out
need
of the
a-
way.
Archie, you're our road management expert. Where does this road start?
Where does this road start?
Yeah,
Like-
it's gonna end here. So I'm gonna put it somewhere. Just where?
Let's say halfway down.
Oh god.
Excellent. We'll just. It looks like the lambda symbol, the Greek letter. Is it lambda? Lambtha? How's it pronounced?
Lambda, I think.
Excellent.
But I'm pretty sure, wouldn't it be just weird if, like, you know, all of these ridiculous decisions ends up making, like, the perfect
I do.
utopia?
Yeah, I do better on this game than I've ever managed. Boom. There we go. Now no one has power because the thing's miles away. But
So, long play, do you generally like SimCity as a whole then? And do you just dislike this because it is a bit of a knockoff of SimCity? I'm just curious, I'm trying to get down to the bottom of long play's
hatred for this
Dislike.
game.
towards this game.
We'll get the water in as well.
I'll have to agree with that. I would have to
SimCity
agree.
2K. Oh man, I think I had that on my PlayStation, and I was too. Was it like? Yeah, was it SimCity 2000 that came out on the PlayStation? It's like a remake of an earlier version or a
probably.
re-release.
The only thing I can remember, because I played SimCity 3000, then the only thing I can
game was
remember
dope.
that is the class jazz music that would play on the well, at every minute of the game, pretty much.
Old school Maxis games did that really
Yeah, they
well.
like that
had, like-
jazz. Yeah.
right, we need some shops and industry as well. Jimmy, your call.
Is SimCity 2K the Microsoft flight simulator of modern day city planning?
What?
That's
I
what
know they-
Longplay's saying.
So there's a
It's used as training in urban development courses. That's pretty cool.
yeah. Well, there's a really good YouTube channel. What's it called? Is it called City Beautiful? Hosted by a town planner, and he just talks about how cities are planned and stuff. If that's your bag, which I know it's everyone's bag, watching videos on city planning on YouTube, then check out that YouTube channel, City Beautiful, I think it's called. Watch it all the time. Doesn't teach you how to play this game, but he does mention that SimCity is actually used in these kind of things as well, like Longplay was saying.
Fair enough.
I don't know what I was doing there. I wasn't paying attention. Well, I'm going to put all the shops opposite all the factories, so it's like, it's a nice kind of strip mall vibe where, like,
Yeah, lovely.
you can pop into Panera Bread or whatever, and then look at a factory whilst you eat your sarnie sandwich. For those who don't know, right? We're out of money. Excellent. Game over. See you later. Now we'll get
I
people.
think you maybe went a bit overboard on the housing developments too early, too quickly.
Yeah.
And now they don't have plumbing, so now they're all like
They don't have
swimming
sewage.
in their own
Yeah.
feces.
They are just shitting in the street right now.
Who isn't?
Is this medieval SimCity builder, or is it just?
This is it the drain pipe I need? I guess it. Oh man, you've got to work out which way the water's going. Well, work out it shows you. Oh, I guess we'll just put this right at the bottom and just hope for the best.
Oh my god!
No, because basically, all the
lovely
poop
coastal
comes out.
house that person's
No,
living
but
on,
the
and
poop
then
has
what
to
is
go
it?
somewhere. The poop goes somewhere, and it goes down the river, so it doesn't like flow past the house.
No, I get that. It's just that house is like built right on the coast. It'd be quite a nice
sewage
spot,
outlet
except for the
price.
fact that you got a sewage outlet there. Yeah.
Right, so maybe we mix this up.
Oh, Rudin Sprites is here. Hello, Rudin.
Hello, Rudin. Hello.
Welcome back.
Up. Right, these people's houses are becoming shops because shops can live next to a big poop outlet pipe. Don't worry about this.
Outlet pipe.
I think that's the technical term.
You mean my butt?
God.
Gee, I'm glad you bring the class, Archie. Yeah. Oh, they've got no power. Oh, because I destroyed the buildings that were attached to. Right, we are hemorrhaging money.
You're smashing it at this game, Drew. I've got to give you some
I haven't
credit.
played it in a while. I used to be not entirely good at it, but I was better than the lass who only likes building stuff and just constantly building stuff and didn't like the idea that you had to.
Manage things like.
Yeah, she didn't like the idea of having to like wait for the money to roll. And she's like, I want to build like something here, and then I'd be like, you can't. You've got no money. She's like, why have I got no money? Well, because people have to pay taxes, and that's how you earn your money. She's like, well, I just want to build stuff now. I'm like, that's not how it works. Oh man, we've got poop issues over here as well.
Apparently, Los Angeles dumps all their crap in the sea just upstream of all the beaches. So there's another reason not to go there.
I did remember someone telling me they were in Santa Monica and they were told not to go surfing because it was like a heavy poop day or something weird like that.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Oh.
It's I love a lot
Judged
of
by the
flight
food
right now.
portions in LA, I imagine it's a heavy poop day every day.
just the food. Now we've spoken with Long Play about the food over in the States and how we're big fans of it because it's designed by children. Like it's like being left alone at your parents' house and they've gone out and you're like, I'm having ice cream for breakfast. That is like American cuisine in a nutshell. It's just excellent, but not probably good for the old dietary tract or the results.
Or apparently the Los Angeles beaches.
Yeah. Right, what am I doing? I've got more options, but my city's gone to pot. I think I need more roads. I guess. Cool. Where do they want to live? I guess. I guess they'll live here.
This is off to a flying start.
I feel we were fucked when we started with that road. That we, the Main Street, whatever this place is called. I don't want curved roads. Look, oh, well, we'll build one curved road because the thing wants us to. Oh, that's not how you build curved roads. I guess I build it here and there. Oh, look at that little cul-de-sac for you there. Still losing.
Why is the other one not circular?
Because this is a monster.
Everything about the design of this place so far is horrendous.
Rudin says in the chat that he was impressed by the food portions in the US. They do not mess around. That is
No.
true. And the idea that you take half of your food home with you when you go to a restaurant, if you're a bus like we are, I guess, is pretty awesome. I like the idea that you generally get 2 meals every place you go over there. Doggy bag is not frowned upon, which I think it not so much now in the UK, but I do remember a time when you didn't ask for stuff to get wrapped up to take home with you. It was like, if you couldn't manage it here in the restaurant, we're not giving you a box.
Hide this in a Safeway bag, I'll have it when I get home.
It reminds me of that Curb scene where she asked for the doggy bag and the waiter doesn't want to give her it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it's a good scene with Susie. Because
Alright,
they think the waiter's offended that they're going to take the food home and give it to the dog. So he doesn't want to give him the food.
Oh, because his food's too good.
Oh yeah.
No, we need houses. Why have I got no power? Oh, because I've deleted everything. Right. This town's a mess.
Yes, it is.
It's a. I
I think you need a
paintbrush
bit more. You might need to take out a loan here to
I know. The money
allow the
problems.
development of those other
So
strips
many
of colour.
houses next to that sewage pipe.
Yeah. What is that power situation?
They've got no fucking power at all.
Yeah, they've got no power. They've got no money. Ah,
Gorge, what do I build?
eh, but if you give them power and water, do I just need more?
Then they live.
Oh, sewage treatment. Yeah. Wait, don't you just need more poop drainage?
Yeah, but then that water's going to become
Oh,
contaminated.
I
as
never
well.
connected the poop drainage to the pipes. There we go. Problem solved. So that poop was just backing up in the toilet,
Oh god.
right? Still says I'm not treating any sewage. Are these not the sewage pipes? How do you play this game? Water drain pipe pumps out wastewater. That's sewage, right? Ah, there we go. Look at that.
Wastewater.
They live in a bloody utopia now.
Just don't go to the beach.
Yeah, long player's tip is to put the inlet upstream. Now, I can never work out what upstream and downstream is, not in programming, not in business, I always forget which way it goes, like when people say
There is a
what
button on
direction-
this to tell you where everything is flowing, but
No, it shows you the numbers show when you try and build
Yeah.
something. Here it is, the arrows, numbers, you know what I mean. The arrows point that way, so you want it to be upwards so that the water goes down. We'll see what happens. Oh, I'm getting close to making some money. Better be, because I've got no money. I'm just gonna speed this up and hope that some people decide to move here now that it's a ruddy utopia.
Yeah. Come
So-
here and see our world famous sewage pipes right from your front door.
I think I can. They
Marvel at the wondrous shopping and factory district.
Yeah. No, it's the shopping district has to close because nobody actually wants to be there. I mean, I think our main problem is that no one's house is near. No one lives near where they work. Oh, and then, well, those guys have to do without water until we've got some money.
so now we don't have a commercial district anymore. We've just got industry.
I guess so.
Is that what you've put down?
I'm gonna
Are you
put some
designing Middlesbrough here, Joe?
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. But I love the borough. I love Middlesbrough. Ruden says in the chat we picked up this game fast. The worst thing is that I've played this game before. I've committed many hours to it. James is the only one who hasn't actually played this game before, and he seems to have a better understanding of what's going on than me and Archie, at least based on our
Well.
decisions. Look at that! Look at that! Pro gamer move right there. Little hamlet
Can we
reached a
call
population
it
of
something
500.
different now?
I think we can rename our city now.
Right.
Can
We're going
we?
to call it.
No, we can't. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
We'll let the chat name the city when we finally get there.
that's all I'm here for.
Though I think the chat should actually maybe consider helping out a bit because we're clearly floundering here in our city planning. That might need to be more blue. Oh look, we're about. If you look in the weekly income, we're at -$4, and now we're back in the black. Is it black?
Red.
Red, black.
Yeah.
No, red is
Red?
bad. No,
Red's bad, black's good, right? No.
Yeah,
Is it
black is when you're making a
out with
profit.
the red and into the black? Yeah, black.
Because if you're in the red, you're losing money. But there we go. We're earning money now, and we got money for reaching 500 people. Las Rico, as it's currently called, is doing okay. Now I've got money to actually give these people water. They've earned it.
They're all so thirsty.
They are some thirsty mothers. It's like Twitter.
Save
Just so much thirst. There we go. Look at that.
Please, sir, may I have some water?
Nope. No water for you.
Come on.
There we go. We're doing all right.
I think we're done.
I think this is the nicest city to have ever existed.
I think we've created the ultimate utopia.
Look at
I
this.
think we have.
The 593 people who live here are having a great
Mummy, I'm just going to the shops. I'll be back in 40 minutes.
time. That only works if you're not American, but
I guess so, yeah.
I'm going to get in the car and drive for miles. Well,
I'll be back tomorrow with the newspaper, Mummy.
Oh, little boy!
Why is this so Dickensian all of a sudden?
I don't know. It felt more fun.
There is something fun about
Oh,
Victorian
look at the
workhouses.
stain of that water, man.
The poop water. Where is it? Oh, look at it. Let's
my
get up in there.
God.
Fucking Skidmark Bay.
Look at the amount of
Wait,
shit
hang on.
coming out of that pipe.
Can't you name stuff here? Can I not? Oh, it's not big enough. Once we get 1,000 people, we can name the districts. So, we can call this place Skidmark Bay or whatever Archie wanted to call it. Right, they want a bit more green, and they want more factories, but they're clearly not. They don't want them to be there. So I'll just put one up there for a laugh. See what their crack on is.
One place is call it Newport.
Oh man, jeez, people are getting brutal in some of the UK's beloved towns in this. He's slagging Middlesbrough, slagging Newport. Is Newport in Wales? Am I thinking the right place?
I just call it Wales.
Unless it's a Newport in the US.
There will be a Newport. Obviously, there's a Newport Bay Club at Disneyland Paris, which is one of the hotels, and it's all New England themed. That's all I have to say about that.
Newport Beach. There you go. Expensive part of Orange County.
Oh, yeah, should we speed this crack on up? Oh. Well, Longplay is not saying very nice things about Newport Beach, but we're going to have to take his word for it, because I've never been. Have you been, Jimmy?
I've never been. I have not been, no.
Well, judging by Longplay's review, I don't think I ever want to set foot in it. And I'll take him for his word.
Right, well, we're gonna build some houses in there.
I think we should take the Newport County, or Newport Beach, sorry, approach though. You know.
Expensive slums.
Yeah, which is basically what we've created here.
Right, I've solved traffic. Traffic has been... Oh, I've went in curvy mode, so sorry.
It's alright. Curves are better.
All about them curves.
They're more pleasing.
I think there's a way to paint these. Oh, I'm on the fill tool. There we go. You can just paint the colours in. Save me a lot of time. Look at that. Oh, look. Oh, so it is Twitter. The loading thing.
Oh.
Look at this. Look at it going. A lovely little town cracking on here. Hope it's raining.
I'm glad I don't live here.
Achievement unlocked.
Well, I'm glad I don't live here.
Yeah.
Oh, that. I wonder if there's any places in the world that have that as their like tourism slogan. Welcome to X town. Be glad you don't live here. So, Longplay is likened Newport Beach to Jersey Shore with 99-year house leases. And for those who don't know, our hometown was chosen as the place to host the UK version of Jersey Shore, which was called Geordie Shore, and showed us off very well, obviously, as a people.
Yep.
Oh, our beautiful town is a worthy village now, so I think we get to name it.
Right.
Right, what we're going to call it?
Oh, maybe not. Hang on.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, there we go. Las Rico, what we call it. I wanted to call it Indianapolis, but, you know, I'm open to ideas.
I want to call it, hang on, Skidville. What about the chat? What about Rudin and Longplay? What do you guys want to call this?
Yeah, I'd like to. We're open for suggestions. We'll leave the town name on the back burner, but we can also. I can designate Skidmark Bay now if you say.
Oh, please do.
Oh, I've put a hole.
Skidmark Bay.
Oh, now I've built 2. I don't know how this works. Right, we'll schwelm that. Now I have to unselect it. So this is College Park, but now you can call it Skidmark Bay. Yeah, you can adjust individual policies for the like different districts of your town. So you can make like an upmarket area with obviously different crack on and so on and so forth. Different policies, things like that.
Alright.
But yeah, Skidmark Bay.
I haven't actually not seen Lock Stock, no. Has anyone else seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking
I
Barrels?
saw Lockstock when I was younger, and it's been quite a long time
So
since I've
any
seen
moment
it.
previous to now.
Yes, pretty much. But it's so long ago since I've seen it that I've almost no memory of it, unfortunately.
I've never seen it. I've not seen much. I don't think I've seen any Guy Ritchie films. Wait, was Layer Cake one? No, it was.
Nope.
It was all in the sort of like on the back of all those films, wasn't it? But it wasn't actually like a Guy Ritchie thing.
I just watched one called, is it The Gentleman? The Gentleman?
Is that the one with
Hugh
what's
Grant.
his face? Why? What am I thinking of then? The American actor who was in True Detective. What's his name?
Oh, yeah. He's in it as well.
yeah, I
Matthew
saw that
McConaughey.
advertised, but I haven't sat down and watched it yet.
It's actually, yeah, I thought it was alright. Hugh Grant plays
Okay.
a role I've never ever seen him do. It's like totally
Not bumbling
non-Hugh
idiot.
Grant. Yeah, he's actually really good in it.
Oh. Oh. Boom. There we go. Lovely.
No, you've still got 2 black squares there, Joe.
No, they're actually empty voids. Look.
Oh god, that just hits.
Sort your eyes out, Jim. There you go. Look, they're not actual squares. The game felt because we built such curvy roads that they couldn't be turned into properties.
Check that out, man.
Everyone marvel at Main Street of
Oh man, you've got the smoky factory district. You've got
the
the
yet
bit where everything
to be
smells
built.
like turds.
the yet to be built commercial district.
We
Take
need,
a hard left to Skidmark Bay. Go see these dudes.
We need
With
a
all
rubbish
this-
tip now.
The whole town's a
Swing, yeah.
rubbish
Look,
chip.
look at that sunset there, Joe. Zoom right in and have a look at that sunset.
Hang on, I was in the middle of where's the sunset? Oh,
Over there, look at that. Look at that. What a view that would be if it wasn't for the fact that the sewage
We built
pipes
this
run
horrible
off the
town
water
here.
right there.
look at that! Look at that! Look at our beautiful city.
Joe, put a
Oh,
rubbish
it's a
tip right
sunrise.
next to
Sorry, I
the
got that wrong.
right next to the pedestrians, like all the
I
housing.
mean the houses.
Yeah.
Wait, are we turning? Come on, really, Archie? We're struggling to
Do
make
it.
bank as is. Can we not build the rubbish
Can't
tip
do it.
over? I want to know if the chat are interested in the rubbish tip being in Skidmark Bay or down in the industrial area. Now we know what the obvious choice for where the rubbish tip goes if you're playing this game properly, but clearly the way we started, we never had any intention of making this a nice city. Oh man, it could go right. The rubbish tip could go right in the middle of Skidmark Bay, couldn't it?
What you should do is put the rubbish tip in there and then knock the price of housing up by about 50%.
Make it a feature. Oh, they did not like that.
Newport.
There we go, Skidmark Bay. Come visit.
Oh,
its-
what's with all the sour faces?
Come visit this historic rubbish landfill
Oh my
site.
God. Fucking stinking.
Yeah, we're having a bad old time over here, aren't we? Oh, you want your rubbish picked up, but it's a bunch of NIMBY gets, isn't it? Is it NIMBY? Not in my backyard. Kind of crack on. They're like, oh, we want rubbish collection, but you put it right on their doorstep, and they're suddenly like, oh, not that keen, are you?
You did
Right.
bulldoze 3 houses to put that in there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but no one liked those people.
We're evicted you so we could build a fucking rubbish tip.
Oh, no, there we can. Sort that out. Speed that shit up. Oh, I'm having a grand old time. The only place we've named is Skidmark Bay. Yeah, we'll designate this this area of town. Tempting to make it look like something else, but I won't. 'Cause
I
I'm a-
call this
I'm a drone.
the diamond strip
Excellent.
before the factories.
There you go. There's the diamond strip. Having a good old time. Diamond strip and Skidmark Bay. Well, we need a police force as well. Where do we put the police station? I mean, yeah, it has to be built on a road. That's the problem.
Sausage on a stick.
Sausage on the stick. Oh, wait, well, can we just call this? We'll call this one sausage on the stick.
But it's called sausage in Skidmark Bay.
Sausage.
Is it- Oh,
I'll have a
okay.
sausage sandwich, please.
It's a bit like round our neck of the woods, Chesterley Street. It's I'm gonna hyphenate it. It's gonna be sausage on the stick, all hyphenated like Chesterley Street.
On the stick.
Yes, perfect. Sausage on le stick. There you go. That's our commercial area. Sausage on le stick. Just up the road from Skidmark Bay and a thoroughfare to the Diamond Strip. Beautiful. We have a lovely little town going here. It's still need a unless Long Play's sausage on the stick suggestion was the name of the town, but
Oh yeah, raise the rent as well and sausage on a stick if you can.
oh, it's a tiny town. Too busy with all these pro gamer moves. Just top up my beer in celebration. I'm drinking a fine Bokeh Run beer, which is made from seawater. Actually, hopefully not from not from Skidmark Bay.
It is actually just fucking seawater.
Salty.
Full of sea monkeys.
Oh,
Joe used to have sea monkeys.
Did you?
I did. Remember my cat ate them, Jimmy? Felix ate them. He used to sit in the unoriginally named cat Felix, but he used to just sit on my windowsill looking at these sea monkeys, and one day I found them just that the whole thing emptied across my bedroom floor. They wouldn't have even been very filling. Do you know what I mean? Like, sea monkeys aren't a hearty meal, I'd assume. I've never eaten
They might be
sea.
quite nutritious though.
Are they brine shrimp? I think they're
Pound for pound, the most nutritious animal in the world.
Sadly, they weigh like nanograms or whatever.
That's a nanogram of pure protein, though.
I've just realised when I say nanogram, it sounds like telegram, but sent by old ladies. Like
Yeah,
a nanogram.
Like a business idea.
That'd be awful, like stripograms with grannies.
Well, no, I was just thinking like just nice messages from your nan.
Oh, yeah. So not a weird like old lady sexual
No,
thing.
I didn't
we're not
go
here to
to that level.
Not here to kink shame or anything like that. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not deleting that thing. But if you want a nanogram sent round, then sort that out yourself. That's not what we do here. Right, we're gonna make an awkward thoroughfare. Oh, we can't. There's too much of a junction going on here, so we'll have to build a road a bit down the way.
What's that?
That looked like the cat. That sounded like the cat from Shrek. You know, the one that like maybe a later Shrek movie where it's like see something shocking happen.
8.
It's a GIF. It's a common GIF or GIF. Pronounce it how you like. But the one of the cat covering its mouth being like, "Oh my god." It's that noise. It's that meme. Oh god, no. We've set him off. Archie and his Shrek impressions. There we go. I think that's what they wanted. I wasn't paying attention. So this bit crack on down the bottom, James, is straight out of SimCity. See the little meters, the green, blue, and orange meters?
Mm-hmm.
They're just like how much demand for different building zoning types are.
Right.
So with a lot of green, it means there's a lot of demand for houses. So I'm just going to fill in this gap here with some houses.
Oh my god, this is a horrendous.
It has character, James. It has character.
We're designing this like a European city that was just built on top of, but there's a reason for them looking
Over
like that.
centuries it was built for, like.
With the benefit of city planning, we've also gone that direction.
Long Play is
that water's
brought
looking
up
even
the
worse.
GIF battle, and he says it makes the Pineapple Pizza Wars look like a minor skirmish. I'm calling it now, guys.
Yes to pineapples.
Yes to pineapple
Yes.
from me as well, Archie.
Yeah.
Are you a yes? Are you a yes?
Why not? Why not?
Oh, that's unanimous. Pineapple sorted, man. It's like sweet and sour. Do you know what I mean? Like a mix of flavor. I'm all about like peanut butter and jelly. Like that's good. Like salted caramel. Like just having like opposing factors, like yin and yang food or whatever you want to call it.
You ever had bacon and maple syrup?
Love it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were talking about that in on the stream the other night. I think that was the kind of our introduction to American food. I was saying like changed my life way. Like bacon's good and sausages are good, very savoury. Maple syrup is sweet as hell. Get it in there. Just get it all involved.
Stick it in.
Bloody hell. Right. We need to expand the diamond strip. Also, there's little faces of burglars, so I think we've probably got to do something about the police thing. Did I build a police station?
You can imagine robbing this fucking town.
You'd be like, you know what, you can have it back.
You'd feel chipped.
You can have it back. Whatever I've taken, not worth it. There we go. So yeah, we will.
So
keep...
long play in Rudin. I'm curious to whether you chaps are partial to a bit of pineapple on pizza or not.
The big questions, Archie.
The big questions, one of which will never be said.
I love it how it's like the pizza thing. It's just like how much people on the internet love disagreeing with one another that they will get like so het up over.
Have you seen the latest controversy on the internet that was brought to my attention today?
Oh God, no! What are
Well,
the
do you know how
people
they're making a
crying
new
about?
Space Jam?
Are they? I didn't even
Even though
like
I
the first one. I'm gonna
It
go
sounds like
with
a
that.
terrible movie. Do you know how like Lola Bunny was kind of like their version of, I guess, Jessica Rabbit to a certain extent, where I guess she was like,
Sex appeal.
yeah, it was a fucking weird like furry fantasy. Well, people are up in arms at her redesign. She has like less curves than she used to, and people aren't happy about it.
As in, she's like body shaped, or she's just like not as sexualized as she was in the 90s movie,
Well,
and
she
they
looked
want.
almost identical, but I do think they made her hips a bit smaller and her boobs a little bit less, I guess,
Booby.
big. Booby, yeah, for lack of a better term, and apparently people are up in arms about this.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should move on
Fucking
from
embarrassing.
from this weird conversation about whether cartoon rabbits are sexual enough, and go back to
Yes.
the pizza. And Longplay has made an excellent point about the pineapple pizza. If they're buying it, then it will depend. But if they're not buying it, then sure, why not? Which I think is a fair way to go. I'm like that with most food. Like when people like, I don't like seafood that much, but I'm not that much of a dickhead that if somebody cooks me like a nice fish supper, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I actually prefer meat to fish in most cases, and they'll be, you know. If you kind of to make me a meal, even if I really hate the food you've made us, I'll still eat it. Like, I think it's just good manners, isn't it? And I know you're all about good manners, Archie.
Fuck off.
Blood. Excellent. Oh, man, I'm on to me second game now. I need to.
I'm actually like, I'll like when people like serve me food that I generally dislike. Like, I would try and eat it, but I have like a really bad like gag reflex for eating stuff like I don't like. So I always found it hard, like, because you wouldn't want to say, "Oh no, sorry, I don't like this food. Will you make something else?" Because, like you say, that's really rude.
Yeah.
But I would really struggle to sit there and like choke this food down that I didn't like. No.
After right up, we're having rolling blackouts now. Sorry guys, I've messed this up.
Is that like a fun thing to happen?
No, it's
On
just I think
purpose.
if you can see the
It's rolling blackout Tuesday.
we have a limited amount of electricity, so I guess we're gonna. I don't know. Do we build another coal power plant? Would Jordy
Stop
build
rubbing
some
your-
coal? Or do we
Get
just...
everyone to rub their hands together.
Yeah. Build everyone a ginormous hamster wheel outside their house, connected to the grid.
I'm gonna just. You know what? We'll get this up here by the motorway. Join our town. Love it. Sorry guys who live over there. This is your crack on now.
Jesus Christ.
This is a horrendous place to live.
I know. We still have it. We still have not named it. This is the problem.
Yeah, we need a good name.
An excellent name.
Good
Last
town.
week. Good town, USA. Working title. There we go. Sounds like a Disney attraction at the minute, doesn't it? Welcome to Good Town, USA. Don't worry that we have giant mice. We're dealing with it. Oh man, changing the name has clearly made people want to move in. Look at that, very high demand for residential zone. They were like, Good Town, sounds good. Done. Look at this. Let's just build some like more streets for them. Holly that around. Chuck that in. Get them up. Paint the town green. Haven't built them any amenities, but they seem to be just like lapping it up. Except here where they've abandoned their homes. They're just like, don't want to live here anymore. Sick of it.
Good town wasn't all it cracked up to be.
No. Good Town's just a name. It's Monster Island from The Simpsons, isn't it? I thought it was just a name. Well, Monster Island is actually a peninsula. Here we go. Earn this beer. Hopefully it won't be as lively as the last one. Hands just dried. Oh, look at that. Another beautiful morning in Goodtown, USA.
The bloody diamond strips heating up.
Everyone's having a good time. There's some classic... Oh, Boomtown.
Boomtown.
Oh, that's what we should call the place.
They don't like Mondays, apparently.
Terrible. I guess we
Leave the stream.
Are we going with Boomtown, USA then? That's the current
Boomtown,
working
yeah.
title. This town is... Oh, a building is burnt down. Ah, they're fires. They're not lung disease. Sorry, I thought this icon floating over this this burnt down building was like a pair of lungs with like a heartburn symbol in it. Guess not.
Why would that be in this game?
Because I thought like the air pollution was so bad that people were like getting like lung disease from it, which could be a thing.
That's in the expansion pack.
Yeah.
Like, horrible
The lung-
illnesses.
The lung disease expansion pack.
The respiratory disease expansion pack. Respiratory and cardiovascular disease expansion pack.
That would be in The Sims. Like,
20
Give your
quid.
residents heart attacks.
People would do that in The Sims. Man, Sims totally worked out how to like flog people DLC before DLC was a thing. That said, Sims 2 I owned like tons of the expansion packs. Not object packs, wasn't sold on virtual stuff, but if I added a new gameplay mechanic, I was totally up for that. Obsessed with
I'm
with the Sims.
interested in Longplay's story about how The Sims ended up at EA.
As
Because
am
it
I.
seems
I
like a
feel
very
like-
unconventional game for EA to go out and kind of like want to produce. But I guess at the time The Sims was
I
making
watched a
shit
short
ton of
video
money.
on that. I'll have to try and find that as well. I think I was watching the story of the Sims, like no one at Maxis wanted it or something like that.
It
There
does
we
sound
go.
like as a pitch, you build a house with a family in it. It does sound a little bit fucking boring. Like,
Well,
But-
he called it a dollhouse sim. He wanted it to be like
Yeah.
a dollhouse. And yes, as Longplay says, Will Wright almost got fired at the board at Maxis, I believe he was at. Yeah,
yeah.
for his The Sims idea, which apparently just sat on the back burner, if I'm not mistaken. Like it was just something like he wanted to work on, like since the early 90s, maybe late 80s. I think this was an idea. He just like kept like wanting to suggest to people, and they were like, nah. And then when he pitched it at EA, as Longplay says, they were well into that for some reason.
I think what The Sims did, I think it tapped into kind of like more the female
Insanity.
demographic than any other like game had kind of done before that.
Well, I
'Cause-
think this is
you know
why
what I
they
mean?
didn't
Like-
want to touch it, because a lot of I
Yeah.
think that was one of the arguments. The folk at Maxis were like wrongly thinking that gamers were all boys, and apparently that was never the
Yeah.
case. That was just something the industry assumed for like 20 odd years and was like
It
never
still
true.
does now to an extent.
Yeah, but they never thought that there was like, well, I was gonna say like girl gamers, but gamers were like always girls. They just never bothered to do the research. They just assumed they were boys and made games for boys a lot of the time. And I think if you look at like the statistics now, it's very clearly established that since the very beginning, girls have been like potentially in the majority of gamers. Like gamers are generally more often girls than boys, apparently.
Interesting. Imagine
Dragons.
turning down The Sims though, and then looking at how it turned out.
Well, I mean, Max has still made it, so I guess they got
Yeah.
some of the money for it. I mean, you know, I don't think either party, EA or Maxis, were crying about how little money they were getting out of The Sims.
It was like I was listening to an interview from a guy who used to work at Epic Games, but he left a few years ago. But he said he was somebody who tried to turn down Fortnite before Fortnite was made. And I mean, like, imagine if you'd listened to him.
I was gonna say
Like,
that's made a little bit of money,
just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I think it was on like what $7 million a day, like back in its first couple of years or something. It was maybe not as much as that. Maybe it was a week or something, but it was an obscene amount of money it was making, like on a day to day.
Yeah. It's like the light. It's the lightning in the bottle, isn't it? It's having that crack on. Just reading long plays crack on in the chat about getting attacked in a thread. Where was this thread? Was this thread on Reddit, perchance? Just
was it just on the internet?
Just any thread on the internet. That's a fair shout as well. People love like just getting upset on the internet.
Your opinion's different to mine.
Yeah.
You have to agree with me.
What I love is that people, I don't know, go online and assume, like, I don't know, if they act like this is the first time anyone's ever disagreed with them in their life. Surely, like, you've been places and said things before, and people have went, actually, we don't all share the same opinion. Then the second someone online says it, I love it when people they don't even know says something that they don't agree with, especially when it's pure opinion, and they're just like, I can't let this slide. I can't let this complete stranger in the comment section of a Facebook thread get away with saying something that I don't agree with. And yes, Longplay.
I think a lot of the
Longplay
time
says it was Twitter. It happened on, but yeah, Twitter can have that can happen on Twitter as well. I like Twitter's good for us and good to us. We've just hit 3,000 followers on that, and in our end of year meeting we were looking to hit 2,000 followers. So that's nice, but on Twitter we just stick to the games. Like, that's all I want to talk about. I don't want to get involved in politics or anything on Twitter. That's not what we do. Politics, religion, money, whatever. That you can talk about that amongst yourselves on Twitter, but like, don't bring it to our accounts because we're just not interested. No. As people, we all have our own interests and beliefs in that, but that's at least not what our Twitter is for, and I don't want to like encourage people to come to us with political stuff. Just come show us cool games. That's why I'm on Twitter, and sadly, some accounts will get unfollowed because 90% of their tweets are just political or arguing with other people on Twitter, and I don't want my feed filled up with that. I thought they were going to tell me about their game.
I think Longplay makes exactly the right point. The reason people get so argumentative online is because they're protected by their anonymity and the distance between each other. No one talks like that in real life because most people are terrified of being punched in the face. So
I do think that the internet needs a punch in the face button, and it needs to work a bit like that early Simpsons episode where they all get to shock each other in the therapy session, and they all end up just shocking each other, which is the opposite of what is it Dr. Marvin Monroe wants them to do. But yeah, I feel like if you had that on the internet and you knew that every time you posted something you could get punched in the face for it, but you could also punch people back in the face, it would drastically change the discourse online, I feel. Look at this. Hey, you know what? Boomtown USA is going alright. It looks like
it's not going to win any
city planning awards.
City planning awards, yeah, but people, I guess, are okay with it.
It might end up at the Tate, but
Did you miss a square out there, Joe?
That was actually a pro gamer move. I didn't want anything built there. I felt I was min-maxing my town. This is excellent. Look at this. You know what? You think it's all random, but if you watch it, if you wanted to go from Sausage-on-le-Stick, you could take the main road, or you could have this cheeky little curve all the way around.
How's the traffic into the city doing, by the way?
Oh, I haven't even looked. That's where it always goes wrong, doesn't it? Where am I?
Where...
Do you remember where the views are? Like different layers of stats.
I don't.
Policies, money.
I mean, you can just zoom in and see for yourself.
No, but I like the metrics. I think I can just press keyboard buttons and hope for the best. No, that doesn't work.
Closes the game down.
Let's see. There is. I think there's is it up here? Here we go. Here's the info up at the top. Can you see a little car somewhere? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh.
Keepers.
Oh. Sausage on the stick is popular, at least amongst road users. Should we... Wait,
I've heard a lot about this place. Sausage on the stick.
I've heard Sausage on the Stick is the place to go to buy food.
In Boomtown, USA.
Have you been to Boomtown, USA and Sausage on the Stick?
Boom, look at that. Big road upgrade for Sausage on the Stick.
I just heard they upgraded the roads in Sausage on the Stick.
There we go.
The rent went up, but it was so worth it.
In doing so, they did destroy all the buildings.
Kinda stinks here. Oh yes, that's just the smell of our town. Smells of poo.
But it's our poo.
It's Sausage on the Stick poo. Excellent. That's the kind of quality
Have you seen
people attend the
Skidboxing?
streams for. Just poop jokes. Poop jokes on Twitch. Love it. Kelbog just says not to get political, but what the fuck is yogurt? Now, you know what? Did I tell you? I think I was talking to you, Jimmy, the other day because Longplay says it's milk's final form. Oh man, I mean, all my milk ends up as yogurt, but I did. I felt like I'd try the whole kombucha thing the other day because I'd heard about it, and over here in Spain, let's just say things that end up trendy in like West Coast America take a bit of a while to get over here, so it's probably like very done, old-fashioned over there. But it's tea. It's just moldy tea with mold in it. You know,
What, yogurt?
No, kombucha.
Kombucha.
Yogurt's just
I was
moldy
gonna
milk.
fucking say.
Yogurt is just milk that's gone moldy, but kombucha
Not Munch
is...
Bunch, though.
God, that's going back a bit. Munch Bunch. They're the ones that had the cartoon
flavoured
characters
yogurt.
on it.
Yeah, the Munch
did.
Bunch Kids. Was it the Munch Bunch Kids?
No, was that not the comic characters? The thingy kids? Come on, Archie, Dandy, Beano.
The Bash Street
No,
Kids.
you're thinking of the Bass Street Kids.
What were they from?
The Beano.
The
Yeah.
Beano.
I said the Dandy or the Beano. They both exist in the same place.
Well,
But
one's
Kel-
a bit
Kelbonk is
different
right that
time.
kombucha is good for your tum tum. That's why I was buying it, because I am a big fan of pizza and insane amounts of hot sauce. So I
And
do need
plenty
to
of
make
alcoholic beverages.
and my diet is pizza, hot sauce, and beer essentially. So yeah, whenever I can find
And
something
Munch
that's
Bunch.
good and anything that's good. No, I couldn't have yogurt. It was
Joe's
killers.
intestines don't work anymore.
My intestines are like this town, just a mess, and have horrible sewage outflow problems. But yeah, I did try the kombucha. The verdict's out on whether it actually changed anything for my tum tum. We'll find out in several hours. But yeah, we'll move on from that. Let's move on from that.
You can live stream that, Joe.
You know what? Somewhere on the internet, somebody is live streaming that. Not me personally. Obviously, I'm hoping I'm not being watched. But
You mean you haven't seen the Joe Phillipson goes to the toilet live stream?
that I am
Maybe
not.
ask Coco about that.
Oh jeez, yeah.
She hosts it.
God. Less of that. Right.
Gross.
Let's build some more roads. Let's sort this out. Boomtown, USA needs an expansion to whatever that town's called. No, I'm on straight road mode. There we go.
Are you putting any thought into the road structure here, Joe? Are you just drawing lines between connecting to other lines?
Is that not how towns work? I thought we were going for a European aesthetic on this thing. I know most of these city builder games really focus on the American block thing, but we are doing we are going different with this. We are going. Look at that! It's a work of art. Actually, it looks like.
Oh, look at that stain going down the water. That is absolutely foul.
Oh no!
Look at it go! Look at it go! Apparently, people need hospitals. Oh no, they need cemeteries. The building we need is the cemetery.
Don't build hospitals. Why waste your money?
I know, just build cemeteries and cut out the middleman.
Just might build more cemeteries.
Longplay says that New Mexico is good for me because there's chili, cheeses, and alcohol. And a pecan beer. Or a pecan. I don't know how that nut or legume is pronounced over there, but I'd go for that. I'd go for a pecan beer. Right, where's the cemetery going, lads? Diamond strip.
Put it next to
sausage
the
on
rubbish
stick?
tip.
Put it
Makes
next
sense.
to
Just
the
you
poop stain.
Every time you're taking out your rubbish or you're dead, you have an option. There you go. Look at that.
What? They absolutely love that.
Well, they must have climatized to the terrible conditions of this city.
Look at this. How nice is this? What's this? Free camera mode. Is this gonna? Oh, look at that. We can have a trip
busies?
around.
Bloody hell, what's going on here?
So there's the rubbish tip.
Oh, there's something going down here. Look at this, man. Ambulance is going all over the shop.
And long plays filled me in on the correct pronunciation of pecan because it's from a Native American word. So good. I do like but obviously you can only halfway approach loan words. I think we went through this on another stream. If you're going to say a foreign word in your own language, you've still got to make it sound like it belongs in your own language. You don't go full whatever language it sounds like it's from. So if you say,
unless you like, I don't know if you've noticed, but it seems like it seems like there's a propensity when people who've got like Latino heritage, when they're pronouncing, like they may be like, born in America, like raised in America, but when they're pronouncing Spanish words, they go like full on Spanish pronunciation of the word,
Yes, I mean, but I do that if I'm speaking French or Spanish. If something comes up that is like,
it's like, do you want to go down Taco Bell to have a burrito?
Yeah, like
fajita. You're just like, come on, man.
You can just say burrito.
It's
yeah.
fajita.
No, I do that with our own words. If I like mention Newcastle in the middle of a sentence, it's going to be pronounced Newcastle, regardless of what language it's in.
Yeah, I think a 50% ratio is pretty good.
Yeah.
Give it a go, and then, but like, I think it would sound ridiculous if everyone was going around pronouncing everything that originated from a different country in the like accent of that country. It'd be a bit crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's got to sound like with that 50% idea. You have to say it like you're bad at both languages, or like neither language is your native language. If you get me. So if you say the Spanish loan word in English, you've got to sound like an English speaker, sort of attempting to speak Spanish, not full Spanish, but not just an English word, and vice versa. They don't do that in Spain, by the way. The whole like words attempted to be pronounced vaguely like the language they came from. They don't do that. They really love a good just Spanish everything up. If you are a user of the messaging app WhatsApp, that is popularly known as WhatsApp here.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, and they and even though the app is spelled with like WH, there is a spelling of it that begins with I believe it's a GUAS. It's like they've just written it so that Spanish readers would just pronounce it as close to WhatsApp as they could, but without a W. Well, at least a W that gets used in their alphabet, then it's a lost cause. Oh, I still haven't built the hospitals. What's this? Elder care. Oh, look at that. See, you thought my town design was stupid. Now look at it. Look at that old people coverage I'm getting. Excellent.
Further down the bottom there. There you go.
Just want to make sure that the people of Skidmark Bay have access to the old folks home. Look at this.
What are you building there?
Another old folks home. I just forgot to turn off the old folks home thing. I do like the old swing it around view. This is fun. Look at that. Look at the shit stain that is the diamond strip. Look at how
Lovely.
dirty it is.
It's glowing. Glowing like a diamond.
Can the rest of the stream just be Archie singing?
Were you singing? Well, who were you singing?
I have no idea. I think it might have been Sia and Rihanna at once. They have songs about diamonds, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, I guess.
The bound to. Who
Yeah.
doesn't these days?
Who doesn't have songs about diamonds? Oh shit! No one has water. Oh, this game's so not complicated, but we're managing to make it complicated. I'm gonna have to freewheel this sewage planning crack on here. Just hope it works. There we go. We have an excellent bit of crack on here. Why are these people unhappy? Is it because they're dying? Yes, it is. Some people want it all, don't they? Not to die. To live in neighborhoods that don't have sewage flowing everywhere. Just sort of freewheeling it here. Orale Batos, what's happening? Is apparently Longplay's old school greeting. We did not have anything as cool or ethnic as that.
That was more just, alright.
Alright.
Alright. I do love a good alright. I love an alright where you ask if someone's alright and you're not listening for the answer, and their answer is the same
Like
question just back to you.
The walk past the street when you see them
Alright.
on the street. Alright. Alright, mate. Then
Alright.
that's it, done.
Yeah, and they just say it back to you.
Yeah. It's the way all greetings should be. Alright? Aye. Alright?
And
Yeah. So,
long
yeah.
play is right. We did not grow up in. I was going to say El Centro, but they don't over there, so I guess it's just El Centro. The is a very Spanish thing, not a I guess Latin American Spanish or North American Spanish thing. They don't do the lispy thing. It's even better at night. Look at this. Look at beautiful Boomtown. Oh,
Where's
that
the
should
next
be-
town?
there is no next town. We have to go make it.
It kind of reminded me of like a symbol of the occult or something now.
It looks like a really
Yeah, it
bad
does look-
tribal
yeah.
tattoo, doesn't it? Does he not think it's
yeah, it's
that?
got that kind of weird vibe about it. Like, what's that thing from Harry Potter? That weird symbol.
I've never seen any. Oh no, I saw one Harry Potter film. Too much dust in the
Did-
cinema, and I called it a day.
Yeah, I think you made a T-shirt of it, James. I'm not sure.
What? Didn't realize James was that much of a.
Oh,
What's it
the
called again?
the Deathly Hallows. I'm not, but you know, other people are. Deathly Hallows, I think is what you're saying, but it's a bit
Yes,
too
I
much going
think
on
that's
there
what
for
I'm
that.
thinking of. The graphic designer for the Deathly Hallows had no idea what he was doing.
The graphic design for the Deathly Hallows had like 4 lines.
Voldemort sending feedback on an email.
Nah, I'm not a fan of that one.
Less lines, please.
Can you make it bigger?
How does he sign his emails? By the way, Voldemort, does he just say like regards and then there's just no name?
Regards, Mr. V.
Big Papa V.
I think we need some amenities. Should we start? Look, we're not shy of cash here. I think we should start like actually hoying some stuff down, like some actual buildings. I've just been sat here like drawing roads and yeah. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Should we get a little bouncy castle in here somewhere? Just because the bouncy castle next to the cemetery.
No, put it in the diamond strip.
Just
Yeah.
bouncy castle in the industrial.
Bouncy castle in the industrial section. That's that. Oh, look at that.
That's shit. All those workers are.
Yeah, no. They're all like, yes, sweet. There's a bouncy castle.
They're having a great
Would you
time.
not? I'd go there if I was working in a factory. I'd made my lunch breaks. I'd be all over the bouncy castle.
Do you lads remember back in uni when the student union used to have a bouncy castle in it on Saturday nights? And
I don't think I ever went if it was.
you
there.
never. Oh, it was the worst. It was the worst idea ever. Remember, James? You said your name was Angus, and
Oh my god,
that was
whole
Freshers Week, wasn't it?
That kid,
You-
that kid called me Angus for 3 years when I saw him.
Yeah. No, I remember getting half-price drinks by putting on a terrible Scottish accent one time.
Yeah.
Just just being like, is this not the price? And the guy was like, yeah, all right, it is. So I just like bartered the guy down to like half price drinks, and then went on a bouncy castle. And you don't want to be like
Didn't
drinking
always burst
treble.
though, because like lasses would go off their heels or something, and it would just like.
No, you had to take your shoes off before you went on, which is the
Okay.
weirdest thing ever. When you're like sweaty and drunk, and you're taking your shoes off and putting down your like treble vodka and coke in a plastic cup to go on a bouncy castle whilst drunk. And obviously, when you're drunk, the first thing you want to do is like, I'm gonna do a forward somersault, and then you do it and you immediately regret it because you're like, oh yeah, I'm full of booze. No to forward somersaulting. I'm gonna have to get off this bouncy castle now. And
I think the Scottish thing only worked long play because the bar staff were probably just they couldn't be
arsed.
bothered to deal with someone who they couldn't understand. They're just like, just give them a half price drink, no one cares.
yes, I agree. It was probably just more to get rid of me. But in my defense, I was like, I wish I'd known that how annoying I am could be regularly used as a way to get free stuff, because I think I can really turn that up more than the usual. As I say, this isn't even.
You don't want to get bored, Joe. You gotta.
This isn't even my final form. I can go way more annoying than this. Hey, we've got some not free stuff, but we've unlocked some stuff as well. Whilst we've been making Boomtown USA, we've got some crack on we can put down, like this nice little statue of wealth. Where does it go? Where does the statue of wealth go?
Right next to the rubbish pit.
Excellent. Boom. They love it.
Look
They
at
love
that,
it.
man.
They love that.
We need a new.
They love living here, even if
We
it
need
is
some new
skint.
neighborhoods as well, because these people just live in like nowhere. So Sarge on the sticks there. Diamond strips established. Skidmark Bay is there. We've got some new neighborhoods to name. Go for it, Jim.
Do this. Boom Central should be the middle part of that.
Okay. Can we rename it to Boom Central? And a little nod to Longplay.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just put a big boom boom in the middle. Right. Boom Central. There we go. Sorted. Boom Central. Having a good time. We've got this sort of arced road around here, Archie, that you can
You want me to name this?
yeah, because it's broad square at the minute. I'm gonna just throw another few
Shit.
down. We'll work through them.
I feel a bit on the spot now. I have to think of something.
Oh, here's a cheeky triangle as well. We'll put this triangle.
Let's call
road
that
with-
cheeky triangle.
Cheeky triangle.
Cheeky triangle. He's done. Cheeky triangle.
Cheeky.
Oh, you want cheeky? Hang on, I've got the language options on my. There we go. Cheeky triangle. Oh, I forgot to name it. Sorry. Or did I name somewhere else? No. Cheeky triangle. There you go. Cheeky triangle. Hang on. Long play wants it's boom with an M, but we can still call it the boom docks. Though actually, I feel the boom docks has to be more around here, and we'll make some docks. You can rename the curvy one, Archie, which formerly known as the boom docks.
Formerly known as the Boom Docks. Let's have a think. Good Street.
Hang on. Oh, right, I'll get back to that. I'll get back to Good Street in a second. Yeah, we have the boom docks. We'll make some docks there.
Important Avenue.
I'm going to call it Important Ave. Now we have to build docks. Do you think we can build docks? Is that a... Well, it's not letting us build them here. We'll look through the fancy stuff we've unlocked and see if we have any docks. Can't afford any of it, but we're still making money. So, what's this? A Mall of Moderation. The Transport Tower. The Fountain of Life and Death.
Oh, we'll get that in there.
Yeah, I can't
That should
afford
be
it at
right
the minute.
next to the cemetery.
That needs 30k, so I'll speed up the game whilst we make money, but keep in mind that we are putting the Fountain of Life and Death somewhere. Skidmark Bay, the Boom Docks. We'll have a nice little road out to the Boom Docks at least. So if you want to... There you go, road to nowhere. There you go. It's like Santa Monica
Vista.
up here.
Yeah.
Except it's sort of downhill, which I didn't realise. Having a great time. I love this game. I guess we'll connect the other motorway road to our road. Oh, they did not like that though.
Oh, no.
feel we could do better. Should we upgrade some of these roads? Like, the main road probably might want to be a better road than what we've got.
Sure.
Do we want a big old road? Do we want to go big road for this crack on? Oh, I'm just sort of upgrading.
I think it should be the biggest possible road you can build.
Right, well, I've kind of messed that up.
16 lanes wide.
Space already occupied. I've sort of messed this up. We'll see how it goes. Is that
What
the
is
bulldoze
that?
tool? No, I forgot where the bulldoze tool. Oh, it's over here. I missed it. Right,
Quite
don't worry
the
about.
junction you've created there.
Don't
John.
worry about that, guys. We're getting onto that. Okay, maybe we're not. Oh, I've had.
Look at all those people desperate to get out of this place.
There we go. Just work that out.
Wow.
Sorted. Don't worry about the power issues you are currently experiencing. That will be sorted, I guess. Oh shit. Oh.
Oh
Well,
my
so-
god, what is happening right now?
Well, that went well. Oh, there we go, and that one. There we go. I love this kind of cheeky detour they have to do. I think I built something here. Yeah, I did. That's why they're not liking it. We'll just get this involved as well. There we go. Jesus. We're still making money, so it doesn't matter. Right. But no one has power, which I'm not entirely sure why. Because they have electricity available. Oh, because I cut off the other power building. Uh-oh, not enough money. Right, this has went south. I'm gonna have to take out a loan. 20 grand. Right, we'll not worry about that. We'll cross that debt bridge when it... a bit later on, maybe. Oh shit, I missed it. Right, there we go. Everyone's got power again, and they're all happy. And we'll start making money as people move back into their homes, hopefully.
Where did they go in the meantime?
They just hung around in Boom Central, I think. Just
They went at the rubbish tip.
They just hung out in the rubbish tip or cemetery. Both of them being next to each other. I guess sausage on the stick can become a bit more residential, and we'll just hope everyone's happy with that. Yeah, we can. I guess they can stop being yellow. We're having a great time. I'll not I'll maybe not repeat long plays. Slam at Texas. those poor Texans. Jesus, they're not.
Okay.
I do like how, I mean, it's not a uniquely American problem, but I do like the American way that everything seems to get politicized. Things I didn't even think that were political, apparently, in American media, are immediately just a political issue. Because American media is Twitter. I think the American news media is just essentially Twitter. People are like, I don't agree with that. Let's disagree, but on primetime TV. Oh, we've sorted. Look, we're back. We're back making money. Having a great old time. I like how Skidmark Bay now is a big skid mark. See this yellowy bit? Just went skiddy. The big skid mark down the way. I see. I know Longplay started the chat saying he didn't like this game, but Longplay, you've got to admit, how amazing is Boomtown, USA right now? It is. It's a masterpiece. I particularly enjoy this. Oh, the building that stopped me building a road is no longer connected to a road. So we'll have to sort them out. Oh, there's its road bit. How do I do this? I guess that's the bit that joins the road. That's such an inefficient way to get police cars to and from where they need to be going. Longplay does admit that Boomtown, USA is potentially the greatest American city ever made. That's not their exact words. Oh, and that's very sweet, long play. He says, sometimes you can hate the game, not the players.
Thank you very much.
We do.
In some
appreciate
cases, it's both.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. What? I mean, I guess that's a cool plant. I was wondering why it made such a mess, but yeah. Jeez. I mean, maybe we should. I mean, we've got our impressions of this wonderful.
I agree
wonderful
with
city
long play. Both
that
is
you
safe for Fortnite.
the game and the players. You know what? We tried Fortnite, didn't we, Archie? Like back when it
We certainly did back when it
first
was
started, and I was
exploding.
like, I just never saw the appeal. And I didn't play PUBG beforehand, but I never saw the appeal of Fortnite because it's one of these games where, in some cases, the most effective way to play, for me at least, is not the most fun way to play, and I think that's a really important issue with game design. Like, this is the issue I have with the Souls-like games as well, and that's not because the games are badly designed. They just don't consider the type of player I am, or at least they're not designed for me in that way. In that I am too much of a cautious player in games, as you can tell by the thought and effort I've put into designing this town. But Fortnite had me hiding too much and not getting out there. The kind of like one death and it's over makes you like hide a lot. At least it makes me hide a lot, and that's and that
Well,
meant
that was
you would
my
sit
problem
around,
with the game.
You sit around for
Yeah,
20
like-
minutes not doing out.
If we were in a team and you died, for instance, then you just had the game until it rolls back around, and so that's not exactly the most fun way to play, I guess, a cooperative game.
I know, and people could argue that we could just get better at it and play it like more
Well, they
overtly.
could, but they could also shush.
But they also,
Shush.
but the whole Dark Souls thing is the same for me as well. Like, because you can go out
Just
and
get
get a
good at
bit
it,
of
though, Joe.
exactly. If I got good at it, I'd probably get more out of it. But the problem is I'm so cautious. It's just me like tootling out a little bit, killing like as few enemies as possible to minimize risk, and then going back to bonfire or whatever to like cash your experience, as it were.
Yes.
And that's like a really boring loop to go out and have like.
I would
very
agree that does sound a very boring way to play that game.
Yeah, but that's the only way I can do it because my brain won't let me take the risk because there's too much to lose. Like I'm not a gambler. That's not like I'm not risk versus reward. I'm just like I'll take no risk for a very small
Just
amount
give
of
us the
reward.
reward.
Thank you. Just give me a very tiny amount of reward. I'm not taking any risks. Thank you very much. And that kind of ruins those games for me. And not saying they're not good. Not at all. It's just they don't work with the type of player that I am. So, From Software, sort it out. Redesign these entire games so I can play them.
Please don't, From Software.
No, I know you're a fan, aren't you?
Please don't.
Right. Well, should we have one last cheeky trip through Boomtown, USA?
Come
before
on, let's
we
get the
call it a
monorail
day?
ride through this.
Right, how do we do this? Let's So as you come off this motorway, lovely little motorway, you're met by the cool power plant with a random
This is
tree.
Middlesbrough.
Look at those houses in
Chilling
the middle of
vibe.
that little
And this
bit
dude's
there.
house. This guy has I hope that's a tramp. Oh, it's a parasol. I thought it was a trampoline. Oh, there's an ambulance. There's the ambulance just crashing into the side of the power plant. Tootle down the new motorway. This is a new thing. Oh, look at it. You can either go that way or this badly designed one, which goes around the police station. Look at that, flipping great. Back down Main Road, where there's 2 donut trucks. A lot of ambulances in my town, actually.
A lot of ambulances.
Too many, actually. We need to remove a hospital.
Cut funding to the hospital, Joe.
Probably can, actually. So,
to keep the noise level down.
Look at that, you tootle down the main road and you meet the town's crowning achievement, Skidmark Bay. Look at these lovely houses at Skidmark Bay. Do you know what? That one probably costs a fortune because it leads onto the river and the sewage outlet pipe. And you can see our lovely statue to wealth next to the landfill and the local cemetery. Potter around. Here's the diamond strip. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. If you want something built, get it built in Boomtown, USA. Sell your products in our lovely What's it? Sausage on the Stick neighborhood. It's like Soda Sopar, isn't it? From South Park.
Yeah.
Was it part of town or whatever they call it? Shitty part of town.
Can't remember.
Ah man. And then we have we didn't name we have Cheeky Triangle. Sorry, I totally forgot. Oh, we never named Underhill Hills. Go on then. This is the gateway to Boomtown, USA, our industrial quadrant. Archer Jim, you have the naming rights to this beautiful place.
Platinum Paradise.
Ooh.
Paradiso.
Platinum Paradise.
Exotica Paradiso.
There we go, and that is, look at that. That is our town. So I guess we'll probably leave it there. If you fancy a shout out long play, what you're working on. I know you did mention to us on Twitter that you guys will be having a cheeky tourney. How do you say tournament in short form? I've only seen it written down.
Tourney.
Tournament. Cheeky. I'll just say tournament, because I didn't realise I'd struggle so much with that word. But yeah, a cheeky. Yeah, I didn't realise asking that question in chat is not going to answer it for me unless you want to give me a pronunciation guide using like the International Phonetic Alphabet. But yeah, a tournament for Cygnus Pizza Race, which sounds cool. But I think it's occurring on our D&D weekend this month, guys. It's so Longplay says sign-ups end on the 10th. So you can go. I assume there's a link to it, but I assume your long play games on Twitter as well, and we've shared the tweets for the sign-ups as well, so you can go check that out. But it's a cool idea. I do like the idea of, you don't see much in the way of competitive gaming on the indie scene. You know, I think there's a lot of focus on this kind of like, I guess like chill out solo adventures, but it's a good way to nurture a community, I'd say, and I guess that's what we're about as well. So anytime anyone has anything going on, especially indie devs, let us know, and we'll be happy to also shout that out, which you can find on our Twitter and our Discord mainly. Obviously, we're also on Facebook, YouTube, all that crack on, obviously, and Twitch. Just
You've got an OnlyFans page now, haven't you, Joe?
An unknown OnlyFans page that I did not know about for that live streaming. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad that's going to become a thing. So, yeah. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'd like, follow, and subscribe. If you're watching this on Twitch, thank you for watching this. I'll quickly drop another shout out to Longplay's space station mini sim coming this spring called Waypoint, where you rescue and build up a space station. Which
we could create Boomtown Space Station.
Yeah. Oh, Boomtown, Mia. Yeah. We had a space station sim on our school computers. Was it ISS Simulator or something like that? It was really cool.
Something like that.
So yeah. we'll look out for that. So just keep us informed, and we'll be happy to share that, and just keep celebrating those indie games. And thanks again for joining us on the Twitch. We'll see you later.
Thanks.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.